Hey, this is Mr. Ainsworth, and we're going to get into your homework here on section 9.3 and talk about rotations, reflections, translations. It's kind of like a review of all the different types of transformations, okay? They're called transformations right here, that we've been talking about in chapter 9. So have your notes side by side with this because it's really going to be handy, especially if you haven't memorized the different rules, okay? So first one here. It's a 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation about the origin. So let's get your red pen out. Always have a red pen. Let's get that out. Also an highlighter because we can highlight the images and use red for the images as well. Make it look real good. All right, and put all the rules in red so they pop out, so they kind of stand out in your mind. And hopefully you'll memorize them as you do your homework, right? That's the whole goal. So the first rule for a 90 degree counterclockwise rotation is that every point x comma y, first of all, the coordinate switch, and then the y changes to its opposite. So you got negative y comma x. They switch, and then y, you got to take the opposite in sign. Okay, you got to remember this negative sign, you can interpret it as opposite of the original y. All right, that's how simple it gets. All right, so as I did in my lesson here, what we're going to do is we're going to write down the coordinates of the points first, and then find their images. So point M is negative 2, 1, so negative 2, 1 here. G is 3, 0. C, let me see, right 1 down 5, so 1, negative 5. And T, well, that's just down 4, so 0, negative 4. You have to be good at, plotting points, obviously. So you want to switch the order, take the opposite of Y. Okay, so switch order. Okay, and also take the opposite of Y. So switch order first. So you want to switch the order, and and you got to take the opposite of y. So instead of 1, it becomes negative 1. So this is m prime. So negative 1 and then comma negative 2 because you got to switch the order. X stays the same because it's not negative x, it's just x. So you just switch the order and take the opposite of y. That's all you do. So G prime, all right, that's 0, 3. C prime, 5 because the opposite of negative 5 is positive 5, 1. And T prime, well, that's just 4, 0. Again, you take the opposite of y and switch the order. Piece of cake, okay? Now, these are called images, all right? And you need to plot them, okay? Plot the images. So let's go ahead and do that in red. So left one down 2. So right here, M prime. G prime, up 3. C prime, 5, right 5, up 1. And then 4, 0. 5, 1, 4, 0. 4, 0 is right about here at T prime. All right, and so then you connect. Let me get my straight edge tool. You could do it all in red, I suppose. All right, but let me go and just do it and make it look real good. I'm going to shade it in so you can see it. If you do that too, you make your homework look real good. If you want to, you can take a piece of trace paper, trace the image, and it should overlap the original because this is an isometry. Remember, isometries here is a fancy word meaning the same shape, all right, same size. I don't care what the transformation was. In this case, it was a rotation. Isometries are same shape, same size. All right, so remember that. And if you want to do the trace paper check, go ahead and do that. Because if you don't do it correctly, it won't have the same shape and same size, and it won't be an isometry, which it should be. Okay. The only one that's not isometry, we haven't done it yet, is in the next section. It's called a dilation. So we'll see that next section. Okay. Now, 90 degrees clockwise rotation, get out your red pen and let's write down the rule on this one here. Every point x, y gets transformed, or in this case, rotated, all right, such that the points are switched, but you take the opposite of x. It's a little bit different than the counterclockwise rotation. This one's clockwise. Okay, so let me highlight something here. This is different than this. Okay, so the transformation is different. So you got to do different things. But the same strategy is done, okay? So we want to write down the points. left 3, up 3, so C is negative 3, 3, X here, 2 comma 2, Z is right 1, down 3, so 1 comma negative 3, Y left 2, down 2 is negative 2 comma 2, and you want to rotate according to the rule, so you switch and take the opposite of X. Okay, so C prime is X comma Y, X prime, and you see you take the opposite of X, so and you switch, so 2 comma negative 2, Z prime, and that's negative 3 comma negative 1, and Y prime, that's let me see, 2 comma, take the opposite of negative 2, 2. All right, so these are they're called images, right? Let me put that in red. These are called images, and after you get the images, you plot them. I'm doing the exact same thing as I did in the lesson, so let's go ahead and do that. So look at this, I put X comma Y here. Let me redo this. I'm a silly guy, it's late. Okay, so here we go. C prime would be 3 comma, take the opposite, 3 comma 3. You must have been laughing at me a few minutes ago. Okay, so here we go. Let me plot these correctly here. So 3, 3, right up here, C prime. All right, 2, negative 2 is right down here at X prime. Negative 3, 1, left 3, down 1 at Z prime. And Y prime, 2 comma 2. Y prime, well, that's right here. That can't be right. So let me see, 2, Y, let me see, Y. Oh, I know, because I didn't write down the coordinates correctly. So this should be negative 2 right here. Found my mistake. So you got to switch the order. So Y is negative 2 right here. So fix that. And then you take the opposite of X. So the opposite of negative 2 is 2. So it should be negative 2 comma 2. All right, so let's plot it correctly here. I noticed that I made a mistake because the shape changed. And I don't know if you saw that, but I did. And it can't change. This is an isometry, so Y prime is here. So you want to connect, right? So connect. I'll do it all in red this time. And if you want to use a straight edge, make it look really nice, that'd be good too, like I did in first example. All right, so there it is right there. Same shape, same size, just been rotated 90 degrees clockwise, okay? And that's all there is to it. Okay, let's do a few more here. It's going to get repetitious, but that's the whole point, because as you do these over and over again, you should get it down. I mean, that's what typically happens if you do your homework correctly. So U is negative 1 comma 1. This is a 90 degrees clockwise rotation, so same thing as what we just did here. So let me write down the rule here. X comma Y gets rotated to, you got to switch and take the opposite of X. Okay, so let's see here. W, that's 2 comma 1. Y, that's right 5 down 3. And P is just down 1, so that's just 0 comma negative 1. So here we go, U prime. All right, we switch, take the opposite of X. We get W prime, we switch, take the opposite of X. Y prime, we switch, take the opposite of X. Notice how I just take the opposite of the first coordinate. That's what that means. All right, remember this means opposite. Opposite in sign. All right, and then P prime, what does that become? Negative 1 comma 0, because the opposite is 0, 0. So then you take these images as you did before and you plot them, right? So let's go ahead and do that in red. So U prime is right here. W prime is 1, negative 2, so down here. Negative 3 for negative 5, way down here at Y prime. And then negative 1, 0, that's P prime right here. No, excuse me, that's not it. What am I thinking? Okay, P prime is right here. So now you connect. You put in the sound effects. All right. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. There we go. And then highlight if you want, so you can see the image better. All right, same shape, same size. This is an isometry. All right, same rule over here. We're going to take every point. All right, for a 90-degree clockwise rotation, you switch and take the opposite of x. Okay, so once again, you take the coordinates, and hopefully you're getting this now, because I'm being so repetitive, it's not even funny. J is 0, 1, and B is 3, 0, and D is 1, 2, and then you rotate them. All right, so Z prime, so you switch, take the opposite of x, which is positive 1. You switch for J prime, and you take the opposite of 0, which is 0. B prime, you switch, take the opposite of 3. D prime, you switch, take the opposite of 1. All right, and then you plot these bad boys. So let's go ahead and do that. So 3, 1 in red. Let's do it in red now. So 3, 1 is right here, and that's a Z prime. J prime, 1, 0. B prime, 0, -3. 2, -1. Right here at D prime. All right, and then you connect. And then you shade it in. All right, make it look good. All right, so let's take a look at some 180 degree rotation. So this one here, this rule, you take every point, x, y, and you rotate it, and you simply switch the coordinates. Excuse me, take the opposite sign. All right, just take the opposite of both coordinates. That's a 180 degree rotation. If you look in my lesson, that's all we did, okay? So we write down the coordinates again. So Q is -5, -1. S, -5, -2, because it's down 2. K is left 4 down 5, so -4, -5. And then B is left 1 down 3, so B is -1, -3. And now you take the opposite sign. So Q prime is 5, 1. All right, S prime, 5, 2. K prime, 4, 5. You just take the opposite in signs, piece of cake. B prime, or yeah, B prime, 1, 3. And now you plot these bad boys, as I keep on saying. So, right 5 up 1 is Q prime, 5, 2, S prime, 4, 5, right up here, K prime, 1, 3, B prime, and then you connect. All right. All right, put in those sound effects. It's a lot more fun that way. All right, there you go. And if you want to make it look real good, use your straight edge, okay, like I did in my first example. All right, same thing happening here. We take every point, take the opposite of both coordinates, okay? Piece of cake, man. All right, so B is 1, 3. T, right 3 up 3. S, down 2. N, up 1. I mean, this stuff's easy, right? Okay, B prime, take the opposite signs, -1, -3. T prime, -3, -3. Just take the opposite of signs. S prime, 0, 2, and N, all right, 0, -1, and then plot. All right, so -1, -3 is down here. B prime, -3, -3 is here. T prime, 0, 2, right here. S prime, and 0, -1, right here. And that's not S prime, that's N prime. N prime, and then you connect. Okay. And there you go. I made a mistake somewhere. S prime, 0, 2, N prime. Let me see here. I think something happened here. Let me double check something. Something's weird. Looks weird. It's right here. S prime's off. 0. Oh, S. Oh, I see it now. Okay, got it. S is not 0, -2, it's 0, -1. Here's my mistake in blue. Okay, I wrote down S as 0, -2. It should be 0, -1. Take the opposite of that, 0, 1. So I gotta fix this here. I'll put my correction in blue. See, there's S prime right here, 0, 1. Aha! If you go too fast, sometimes you make a mistake. And it's good that you see your instructor do that, because I noticed that something's wrong because it didn't have the same shape. So I found my error, fixed it in blue. I'm all good. All right, number 7. So write a rule. All right, so this is a little bit different, right? They give us the image and the pre-image, and they ask us to write a rule. So let's see here, what's going on? I got W here and W prime here. Let me just focus in on one point. This is W and this is W prime. Now watch something here. Look at this. I'm going to draw a line going through these 2 points, okay? Now, and notice that it goes through the origin. This right here is a 180-degree rotation, either clockwise or counterclockwise, from here, from W all the way to W prime. So this is 180 degrees clockwise, or you can say counterclockwise rotation. And as you know from the lesson, if you take a look at it here, the rule looks like this. X, y gets rotated or transformed to opposite of X, opposite of Y. Okay? So if you just look at what's going on and you see where one point gets transformed to another point, then you can figure out what's going on. Like here, G gets rotated or gets transformed over G prime. Again, you can draw a line through here, and it's a 180-degree rotation. Even with the other one, point M here, let me see here. M to M prime, like it goes right through the origin. I can already see to get from M to M prime, all right, it's a 180-degree rotation. All right, counterclockwise or clockwise, it really doesn't matter because you're going to get to the same point. So this one, same thing. Every point gets transformed or rotated opposite of X, opposite Y. All right, so let's take a look at this again. Here, look at this, S to S prime. Right through the origin here, from here to here. Again, that's 180-degree rotation. Let me draw another line again here, from A to A prime. It goes right through the origin right there. You can tell from A all the way to A prime, 180-degree rotation. So this is another one, 180-degree rotation. All right, either counterclockwise or clockwise, it doesn't really matter. So X, Y gets transformed to opposite of X, opposite Y. Now let's see, this one's Z. This one's a little bit different. You connect Z and Z prime, it doesn't go through the origin, so this is not a rotation about. The origin here in respect to 180 degrees is something else. So I can already tell from Z to Z prime, Z to the origin to Z prime, there's a right angle there, and Z went to Z prime. That's a 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation. 90 degrees counterclockwise rotation. So if you look at your notes, the way we described that was X, Y gets rotated to opposite Y, X. You switch and take the opposite of Y. Take a look at your notes right now. That's a counterclockwise 90-degree rotation. Okay? So I went from Z to the origin, back to Z prime. The angle between them is 90 degrees. And that's how I taught it too, by the way. If you take a look at your lesson and review the video again. Okay. Let's continue here. Number 11 here. Graph the image. And again, this is 90 degrees clockwise. So X, Y gets transformed or rotated opposite Y, X. We switch and take the opposite of Y. Whoa, clockwise. Scratch that. Went too fast. I was thinking counterclockwise. Clockwise, you got switch and take the opposite of X. Okay, you got to write the rule down correctly, otherwise you're not going to do it correctly. Okay, so here we go. So L, which is left one, right 1 down 3, so 1 comma negative 3. V, that's right 5 down 2. And A, for Ainsworth, okay, right 5 down 5, so 5 comma negative 5. So this gets transformed to L prime. We switch, take the opposite of X. So we get switch, take the opposite of X. V prime, switch, and take the opposite of X. A prime, switch, negative 5, take the opposite of 5, negative 5. Alright, so here we go. So L prime is left 3, 8 down 1. Right here. Then negative 2, negative 5. Down here at V prime. A prime, left 5 down 5, right here. And then you connect. And there's your image. There we go. Now this other one's a little bit different because this says counterclockwise, right? So this one's a little bit different. We're going to rotate it. We're going to switch, but we're going to take the opposite of Y. All right, look at your notes. And I keep on saying that because if you don't have it memorized, then verify your notes and make sure you understand what I'm talking about. Okay, so E is left 1, down 1. F, left 4, down 3. G is left 4, down 5, so negative 4, negative 5. And X is right 1, down 4. And now let's rotate them. So E prime is, we got to switch. Whoops, take the opposite of Y. So opposite of negative 1 is 1, and then X, well, X is negative 1. All right, F prime, you switch, take the opposite of Y. So I'm going to take the opposite of Y first, make that positive 3, and switch. G prime, take the opposite of Y, and then you got X here. And then X prime, you got to take the opposite of Y, so it's 4, and then you get comma 1. And then plot the images. So let's do it. So 1, negative 1, E prime. 3 comma negative 4, F prime. Whoa, that's wrong. Gotta make sure you plot these in the right spot. So 3, negative 4 is right here. So F prime, G prime, 5, negative 4. Down here, there's G prime and 4, 1. Up here. That's X prime. And then you connect. I'm going to do it with a straight edge tool this time. Boom, 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 boom. Looks good. That's why if you always do it with a straight edge, you're going to get good looking graphs. All right. And there's number 12 for you. Almost halfway there. All right. So let's write down the rule here. We've got every point here for 180 degree rotation. You just switch the signs. Take the opposite of each coordinate here. So the opposite of M, let me see, M is 2 comma 5, then negative 2 comma negative 5, right? So negative 2 comma negative 5 down here. So M prime is here. So now you guys, I'm just doing it mentally here. W is 3 comma 5, so negative 3 comma negative 5, which is down. Let me see, 3. No, this is 5 comma 3, so 5 comma 3, sorry, is negative 5, negative 3. So negative 5, negative 3 is down here at W prime. And then 2 comma 0, then negative 2 comma 0, right, which is over here. So E prime. And then you connect. So right there, I showed you how to do it with just thinking about it. I like writing down the coordinates personally. We're going to have you do that on the test. However, you can do it just in your head. Also, check this out too. If you draw a line through these points here, through M and M prime, just like this, it goes right through the origin, right? And as I said, that's a 180 degree rotation. All right, that's how you can tell if you're doing it right. Draw a line through the M and M prime and through the origin. If it's 180 degrees, boom, you did it right. So same thing here. These are all about 180 degrees at the origin, so you just switch the signs. That's all you do. So instead of left 2, down 1, we're going to go right 2, up 1, right? So there's, excuse me, not W, that's U, U prime. Instead of going left 3, down 5, we're going to go right 3, up 5, right? Because you got to do the opposite. There's G prime. Instead of going left 5, down 5, we're going to go right 5, up 5, and there's I prime. That's how simple it is. All right? There's your image. So I just did a couple examples without writing down the coordinates. All right? Because you should be able to do that, okay? Now we're going to translate every point 4 right, and then 4 to the right, and then down 4, right? Okay, easy. So S prime, go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's S prime. Right 4, down 4. There's T prime. Right 4, down 4. Again, you go right 4, and then down 4. Right 4, down 4, and that's Y prime. And then right 4, down 4. Just count, guys. That's all you have to do, and you get A prime there. So I'm going to put the image, or highlight the image here. Boom, right there, right there. Right. Whoa. Let's go back here. Let me get a line tool again. Go to A prime, back up here. Highlight. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Translate 3 units left, and then 3 units down. Okay. So left 3, down 3. There's K prime. This is a slide, as I was talking about my first lessons, translation or slide. There are isometries too. They don't change the shape or size either. So left 3, down 3, D prime. Left 3, down 3, A prime. So simple, okay, and elegant. So there you go. There's your image. All right, rocking. Keep it going here. On these rules right here, these are slides too, just like in my first lesson here. This right here, this portion, x plus 1, well, that simply means right 1 because it's positive. The second portion on the y plus 3, that simply means up 3. So right 1, up 3. So right, no, let me spell this out. Right 1, okay, up 3. Piece of cake. So let's do that. Right 1, up 3, C prime. Right 1, up 3, W prime. Right 1, up 3, Y prime. Right 1, up 3, M prime, and then connect. Easy. All right, all you have to do is get the hang of this, and it's the easiest thing in the world. On this one, we want to go left 4, up 2. Left 4, up 2. We're going to also ask you to translate this into words, so you have to be able to determine what's going on. I say left 4 because it's a minus 4 on the x. Up 2, plus 2 on the y. All right, so left 4, up 2. So left 4, up 2, S prime. Left 4, up 2, R prime. Left 4, up 2, P prime. And left 4, up 2, right there is K prime. And then connect. All right, there's your image. Boom, 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 right there. All right, almost done here. Let's see, let's keep on rocking. Okay, left 1, up 3. So left 1, up 3, A prime. Left 1, up 3, T prime. Left 1, up 3, L prime. Left 1, up 3, N prime. You guys, this shouldn't be that hard because we're just counting, okay? And, you know, a second grader could do this, so, because all we're doing is counting on the number line here. All you have to do is read the symbols. That's all you have to do. All right, this is a left 1, down 1, okay? Left 1, all right, down 1. Why? Because left 1 on the x, left because it's minus 1, down 1 because it's a minus 1. So here we go, T prime, F prime, boom, boom, Y prime, V prime, Go ahead and connect, and then shade it in so you can see things a little bit better. All right, so always have a highlighter out. Okay, here we go to right 2 and down 3. Right 2, down 3. So right 2, down 3, V prime. Right 2, down 3, N prime. Right 2, down 3, D prime. Connect. It's an isometry. Same shape, same size. Okay, on this next one, we're going to go left 1, up 1. Left 1, up 1. So left 1, up 1, H prime. Left 1, up 1, L prime. Left 1, up 1, N prime, and then connect. All right, and then highlight your image. Okay, make your home look good. All right, practice good techniques. Okay, let's graph y equals 1 first. Okay, this is a horizontal line through 1. So graph y equals -1. You're going to reflect the image across the line. This is in my first lesson here on reflections. So C prime, it's 1 unit away, so C prime is 1 unit below. Right here, this distance right here is 2 units, so go 2 units below. Right here is B prime. And then A, well, it's 4 units above, so it's 4 units below. There's A prime. And then you connect. All right, so we got C prime to B prime to A prime and back to C prime. And you guys, this should be an isometry too. The same shape, same size. Okay? So C gets reflected here, B gets reflected here, and then A, well, gets reflected way over here. All right, across the line of reflection. This is called the line of reflection. Now, x equals -2, well, that's different. Here's the x-axis, -2 is right here. It's a vertical line. Whoa. Highlight it here. This is what I did in my lesson. Here's x equals -2. It's a vertical line. Okay, so you do that, and now you're going to be reflecting on the other side, over here on the right side. So C is 2 units to the left, so go 2 units to the right. R, it's 1 unit to the left, so go 1 unit right. H doesn't move, it's on the line of symmetry. Z is 3 units away, so go 1, 2, 3 on the right. There's Z prime, and then connect. Okay, so connect all your primes, guys. All right, there you go. And then highlight your image. And if you want to check here, you can just fold along the x equals -2, this line of symmetry here, and the image on the left, excuse me, the pre-image, this is called the pre-image. All right, will overlap the image on the right, if you did it correctly. If you didn't, it won't happen. All right, number 25, reflection across the x-axis. So it's this way, D prime here, C prime, V prime, and then connect. All right, C gets reflected here, D gets reflected here, and so on. X equals -2 again is vertical, as I just said in my earlier example. So reflect K across. Again, you're going on the opposite side, and it gets reflected across, and C gets reflected across. All right, and then connect. Okay. All right, reflection across the x-axis. That's across here, either back or forth. So G's above, then G prime's below, same distance away. V's below, now it's above, same distance away. E's above, now it's below, same distance away. S is above, now it's below, same distance away, and then you connect. All right. And again, it's that simple, everybody. Not too hard, okay? You just have to get the hang of it and do a lot of these. All right. Y equals 1, another horizontal line here at 1. Okay, so here's y equals 1, and it gets reflected on the other side. So if it's above, then the image is below. So go 4 units below, right about here, L prime, X prime, J prime, and then maybe J prime here, W prime here, so you can see them better. Okay, there's your image. All right, last few. Reflect across the x-axis, across here again. All right, so K gets reflected down here. Y is 3 units above, so let's go 3 units below. D is 4 up, so go 4 below. And P is 4 up, so go 4 below. Connect. And there you go. X equals -2 again. Man, this computer program likes x equals -2. Okay, so you're going to reflect it across. Okay, so if x is on the left, then x prime is on the right. It's always on the opposite side. V prime is on the right, so go to the left. F is on the left, so go to the right. All right, and then connect. All right, and you got it. Just right through here. Okay, and that's all there is to it, guys. I just did every single homework problem, and I know it's fast because I'm by myself. But guess what? You could always pause and play through the video, and that's what you're supposed to do. Okay, so pause and play. Well, and rewind when you need to, right? Rewind when needed. I mean, it's not that hard, guys. This stuff is not rocket science. Just work hard, do your homework, and get good. All right? And I'll see you in my next lesson. This is Mr. Ainsworth. I'm signing off. Good night.